So this is a steep. This is basically we start step 1. We fill this up with our barley, which comes from these shoots down here. 1, 2, 3. We fill it with different tonnage. We'll steep the 9 ton for 12 hours in water, and then we'll drain it for 12 hours. And then we steep it again for 14 in water, and then we drain it for 4 hours. And after that, once it's steeped, we then lay it onto the floor. But this is the upstairs floor, so this is 9 ton. We then lay it out evenly for an even germination. Depending on season, if it's warm, we like it quite thin, but not too thin. And then again, if it's winter cold, we then lay it out thicker. The winter, we close all windows to keep the heat in. In the summer, we open them all up to air it. And if the temperatures get too hot, we have fans as well. But that's all we really work with. We work with the natural air.
Basically, it's just before 6 o'clock. We've got the barley here that's been soaking. We're laying this all out so we can eventually trick the barley into what we call germination. So it thinks that it's actually ready to grow. And already 5 minutes in, and this pile just doesn't seem to go away. So, go away.
So after 6 days, shovel it all into wheelbarrows or push it down our elevator. That then goes from here to the kiln.
Early in the morning, 5:30, and we are starting the malting process. So as you can see, Buddy Daniel over here is already getting to work and scooping all of the barley, malted barley, into chute in here, which is then getting pumped up onto a conveyor and into the kiln. So these guys are getting upset with me. I need to start getting to work. Who needs a gym, man? You guys, I know. This is it. This will keep you in shape. There's 2 floors, by the way. There's this floor, and then there's a floor. Floors, yeah. I'm actually asking him just to take a little break. You see what I mean? So I'm playing it smart with the camera. So this is where pretty much the magic happens, correct? So you guys saw the malted barley on the floor, went up through the chute, and this is where it ends up right here in what we call a kiln.
We've got to now manually spread it evenly, malting it. It's not going to be dry on one side, or it's not going to be wet or dry or damp halfway. If you know.
We looked at where you guys are going to light the fire and the peat smoke.
Yeah, it goes all the way from the fire downstairs and up.
And it's going in, and as you can see on this floor here, it's basically a grate. So that smoke will come through and come through all this barley, giving it that smoky. And obviously, you guys make different types of whiskey. Well, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's been since 6 o'clock, and I don't know. I think it's been a couple hours now, and all I've done is basically just shovel.
Yeah, that's all you do.
And
the day shift, that's your
Seems
work.
to be all you do, right? Start the fire.
Yeah.
And once it starts going, close the door over.
This is the chart, the last one.
You can see now that he's starting to mix the dry stuff. Obviously the dry stuff's catching everything on fire, and then the moist stuff kind of sits on top, creating that smoky, the more peatier, smokier flavors, especially in whiskey. You could be doing this up to 48 hours, if not longer. Obviously every distillery has their own process in doing that. But essentially this is it. The more peat, the more smokier flavors that you want in your barley, you just do this for longer periods of time.